Hello everyone. In this video we would be studying trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. We would be deriving those values. Dear students, in class 10 we would also be studying trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. We have it for 30 degree, 45 and 60. 0 and 90 is not in course now. So today we would be doing for 45 degrees. For that, what we have done, we will be taking right angle triangle. It is actually isosceles right angle triangle. We know isosceles triangle has got two equal sides. So here you can see AB and BC are equal. And if these sides are equal, I would mark them as A units. And if sides are equal, the angles opposite to them must be equal. If this angle is 90, the other two angles must add up to 90. That makes angle A and angle C equal to 45 each. So both the angles are 45 degree each. Now let's see how to derive the values for all the functions. We need it for sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant and cotangent. First of all, let's look for the measurement of this side AC. For that we would apply Pythagoras theorem. In triangle ABC, AC square would be A square plus A square. I've written the square of the other two sides, which makes it twice of A square. So if AC square is twice of A square, what would be AC? Root 2 times A. Or you can just write it in this form. AC becomes A into root 2. So AC is A root 2. Okay. BC and AB are A. BC and AB are A units. Now let's write those 6 trigonometric ratios. Sine 45, cos 45 and tan 45. Once you obtain for the values for these three, reciprocate to find the value for cosecant 45. Okay, cos reciprocal would be secant and tan's reciprocal is cot. Sine 45. Now we have already mentioned, in fact we have found that angle C and A is 45 degree each. So when I say sine 45, either you take C as the vertex and BC would be base, or if you take A as vertex, AB would become base, but there would be no change, because these sides are equal. So sine 45, I'm taking this as base. Sine 45 will be perpendicular, which is A upon hypot, which is A by root 2. So A and A would cancel and the value for this becomes 1 upon root 2. Cos 45 is base by hypot. Base is a units. Hypot is a root 2. Cancel a and a. So this is also 1 by root 2. Tan 45. Tan. We know tan theta is P by B, perpendicular by base. Perpendicular is a units. Base is also a units. Both would cancel and it's 1. Now reciprocate. Cosecant 45 would be 1 by sin 45. So this becomes okay. This would be reciprocating this value. What do we get? Root 2 by 1, or it is just root 2. Secant 45 would be 1 upon cos 45, which makes it root 2 by 1. This is also root 2. And cotangent 45 or cot 45 is 1 by tan 45, 1 by 1, which is 1. So that's how for 45 degree all these values can be derived. You may be asked this question in paper, prove or give the geometric proof for say secant 45 degree. So you need to follow this complete procedure. Okay, after you find the value for cos 45, we reciprocate it, or straight away you can mention after finding the measurement for hypotenuse. Our next trigonometric ratios would be for 30 degree and 60 degree. We are doing it together. The reason is because from the same triangle we would be able to obtain both. Now look at this. We have taken a triangle ABC which is equilateral. Okay, taking equilateral triangle ABC which has the side twice of A. So each edge definitely has to be equal since it is equilateral triangle. Each angle is 60. We did a construction. Let me first mention for this ABC is an equilateral triangle where each side is taken as 2A units. Then in this triangle we have drawn AD as perpendicular to BC. Now when in any equilateral triangle perpendicular is drawn, that would actually serve as perpendicular bisector. Let's see how. If I say triangles ABD and triangle ACD, these two triangles ABD and ACD are congruent. They are congruent. Let's look for that rule which has made them congruent. One is since perpendicular is made 90-90 angle, and then since it is equilateral triangle, okay, we would mark this later. Let's not mark it right now. Yeah, since perpendicular is made 90-90 angle, that's the first one, that's angle. Another is angle B and angle C 60, another angle. And then AB is equal to AC. They are sides of equilateral triangle AAS. Take it anyway. From here also angle we can take AD equals to AD, that's a common side. So both the ways has given us AAS rule. Angle side rule says triangle ABD ACD are congruent, and if they are congruent, definitely BD and CD. Now we can say these sides are equal. Total was twice of A. So BD and CD can be taken half of 2A, which makes it A units. Then look at the angle over here. BAD, even the angles. Angle BAD would be equal to angle CAD. Reason we know it's CPCT, but what would be the measure of the angles? These two would be 30 degree each, because total was 60, so half of it makes it 30. So this angle is 30. Even this is 30. Great. Now to find the ratio, find T ratios of 30 degree, we would be taking ADB as a triangle which is right angled at D, and the base angle is, the angle is at vertex A, so AD would be taken as base, BD would be taken as perpendicular, hypot would remain same. And when you would talk about 60 degree, base would be BD, perpendicular would be AD, and AB as usual in this situation would remain hypotenuse. So let's begin, but before that let's find out the measurement of AD, because this is perpendicular, this would be perpendicular or base according to the situation, so we should know the value of this. So I'm going to apply Pythagoras in triangle ADB. In this triangle ADB, AD square would be 2A square minus A square, which makes it 4A square minus A square, which is 3 times A square. So if AD square is 3 times A square, AD would be square root of 3. We have to deal with these sides now. AD we have found, AB is 2A and BD is A units. Okay. So value of AD is calculated as root 3A. Let's write it here. Now for writing sine 30, cos 30, tan 30, 30 degrees, since angle 30 is here, so AD would be base, BD would be perpendicular. Sine 30 will be BD upon AB. So BD, which is A units, upon AB, which is 2A units, cancelling this is 1 by 2. So if sine 30 is 1 by 2, cosec 30 would be 2 by 1, or just 2 can be written. Now cos 30 degree, cos 30 would be base by hypot, base which is root 3A upon hypot which is 2A, cancelling both, this is root 3 by 2, and cos 30, its reciprocal is secant 30, this becomes 2 by root 3. Finally comes third function, which is tan 30 degree. Tan 30 is P by B, perpendicular upon base. Cancel this, it's 1 by root 3. So if this is 1 by root 3, reciprocal of this would be root 3 by 1, or just root 3. So for 30 degree we took AD as base. What would be the procedure for 60 degree? Let us write for tan 60, for all 6 functions for 60 degree now.
Okay, for 60, sine 60, cos 60 and tan 60. Their reciprocals would be cosec 60, sec 60 and cot 60. Sine 60 degree. Sine is perpendicular by hypot. P by h. Root 3a by h, which is 2a. Cancelling this, it's root 3 by 2. Reciprocated, this is 2 upon root 3. Cos 60. Cos 60 is base by hypot. Base, which is a units, hypot, which is 2a units. A and a cancelled, so this is 1 by 2. Secant 60 would be 2 by 1. And tan 60 is P by B, perpendicular, which is root 3a, by base, which is a, cancel both, this is root 3, and its reciprocal would be 1 by root 3. So that's how for 30 and 60, dealing with the same equilateral triangle, we have found all the basic trigonometric functions values.
Let's now derive the trigonometric ratios for 0 degree and 90. Let us first understand for 0 degree. If we want, now see, if we want that angle C should be 0 degree, what would be the changes which would occur on these sides AC and AB? Because see, this side AC would keep moving down and it will try to get closer and closer to, in fact, if I say these points A and B would completely overlap, only then angle C would be 0. See, look, final figure would be C has become 0 degree. Although 0 degree angle we know is not possible, but we are just assuming that angle C has become 0. Where this point A would go? A would be very close to point B. So B, which was forming 90 degree angle over here, and A would just overlap with this. Now look at the change. What has happened to the sides of triangle? Side AB has almost finished. Why? Because this was the measurement for AB. It had certain length, but A had to compress and it came down. The point A overlapped with B. So AB has become 0. Okay. What would be the changes to BC? BC is as such, but BC has become equal to the third side, which is AC. Observing these changes and applying it for the trigonometric ratios, those functions which we have. If I say sine C which is 0 degree, sine C means my angle over here has become 0, but ratio of sides would be perpendicular by hypot. Perpendicular AB, hypot AC. Simply put the values. I'll just do it here. That implies, put all the values. C is 0, so sine 0 degree would become AB is 0, AC, BC are equal, so let this AC remains as such. Now what is 0 by anything? It would be 0. So once sine 0 is found, find its reciprocal, cosec 0. Cosec 0 would be
1 by 0, which makes it not defined or infinity. Okay, the next one is cos 0 degree. Cos 0 or cos C. Let's first write for cos C, because you have to understand it from the figure. Cos C would be base, which is BC, upon hypot, which is AC. That implies cos 0 degree, I'm just putting the values. C has become 0, BC and AC have become equal. So BC I'm replacing by AC. Already in denominator we have AC. So AC when cancels, it becomes 1. This indicates cos 0 degree is 1, and if cos 0 is 1, what would be its reciprocal? Sec 0. Sec 0 would be 1 by 1, which keeps it 1 again. The next one is for tan. Tan C. Tan C is, tan theta is always perpendicular by base. Perpendicular, which is AB, base, which is BC. On substituting the values for both, let's see what do we get. Tan C means tan 0 degree. AB has become 0 upon anything. So tan 0 is also 0. If tan 0 is 0, what would be cot 0? Reciprocal of 0. 1 by 0 would be not defined or infinity. Kids, listen, although the geometric proof of this is not in our course, but still you should know that how and why sin 0, cos 0, tan 0 have got certain values. And I am sure this must be clear to everyone. Now, if we want angle C to be of measure 90 degree, what would be the changes in the sides? In that case, C has to get closer and closer to B, because in any triangle we cannot have, because triangle would have 3 angles, alright. So if we make B is already 90, if we consider C also 90, then triangle's construction won't be possible. But we are just assuming that C also becomes 90. And if C would be 90, the final figure would be, in that case, AC and AB would overlap. Look, the final formation with us would be something of this form. You would see that A is there, angle B was here, and C overlaps with it. So changes in the sides. Let's talk about changes in the sides. AB, because now AC, C has to become 90. So AB and AC would be equal. One side has finished completely, which is that? It's BC. So BC is 0. Now, on the basis of this information, on the basis of this figure, I could not call it a triangle. I cannot call it a triangle since it is just a line segment, I would say. Okay, so let us begin with our basic functions. Sine, we need sine C, means we need sine 90 degree. Then it's reciprocal, and then we need cos C, we need cos 90, and finally it would be Okay, let's write for sine C. Sine C, angle is here. I'm sorry. Angle is here. Perpendicular is AB. Hypot is, what is hypot? It's AC. To substitute the values, AB, AC are equal. So I would just write AB by AB or AC by AC, which cancels, and sine 90 becomes 1. If sine 90 is 1, cosec 90, which is its reciprocal, would also be 1. Reciprocal of 1 has to be 1. Then comes cos C. Cos C is base by hypot. Base is BC. Hypot. What is hypotenuse? That is AC. So cos 90 degree BC has become 0, and 0 by whatever you write would remain 0. So cos 90 is 0. That implies secant 90, its reciprocal. What is reciprocal of 0? That's not defined. And then comes our next function, tangent, tan theta. Tan C over here would be P by B, perpendicular, which is AB, by base, which is BC. So tan 90, put the value AB. AB is equal to AC. But BC is 0. Anything by 0 is not defined. So if tan 90 is not defined, what would be its reciprocal? Cot 90. What would be 1 by not defined? That's equal to 0. So for 90 degree also, that's how you can understand the geometric proof of all 6 trigonometric functions. But again, I'm telling you, geometric proof for 0 and 90 is ruled out this year. In our course, geometric proof for 30, 45 and 60. Only these 3 can be asked. So just go through these also very carefully.